Network is brought to you by the SGPN app. Get all of our picks and podcasts for free with the SGPN app. The Sports Gambling Podcast is giving away $1,000 with the phrase that pays. Tune into all 32 NFL team previews for your chance to win. We're also brought to you by Clutch Parlays. Clutch Parlays has predictions for every MLB, NFL, NCAF, and NBA game. The predictions are updated live during the games, which means you get updated odds through every pitch, basket, and possession. They also highlight the best sports books to place their highest edge parlays, compete against others in weekly, monthly, and all-time profit leaderboards. Most importantly, Clutch Parlays is super easy to use with a simple and clean dashboard. Clutch Parlays is a one-stop shop for research and plus EV opportunities. You get 1 month free with promo code SGPN. That's clutchparlays.com, promo code SGPN. We are back. Leg 2 of the playoffs, the BMW Championship from Belle Reve in St. Louis, Missouri, a golf course we have not seen since 2018, back when Brooks Koepka defeated Tiger Woods in that PGA. 2018, did I say 2016? 2018, in that 2018 PGA Championship where Brooks defeated or held off Tiger Woods. Always fun highlights to watch. Belle Reve is a golf course that's long, over 7,400 yard par 70, and people are definitely touching on distance, but I'm actually going to lean more on accuracy this week. On today, tomorrow, there's going to be some rain softening up the golf course a little bit, which should, I guess, lend it to bombers more. But with this golf course being long and the greens being receptive enough, I think there's going to be a real world where accuracy guys play from the middle of the fairway and are able to stop golf balls with 7 irons, with five irons, with 6 irons to these softer and receptive greens. Obviously, long and straight always plays, but when you get bomber heavy and you don't really care about fairways, that doesn't always work when guys are hitting fairways and the rough is thick and wet. Not that this is going to be the thickest rough by any means, but wet is also an issue. So I am definitely leaning more towards accuracy than I think some people are this week. So quick course preview. I'll talk a little bit more on it with Dom tonight, but let's get into the DFS board. We see Scotty, Rory, Tommy, and Sam Burns all over $10,000. Personally, I think there is an obvious answer with Scotty. I mean, he's clicking on all cylinders. If you do click Scotty, you are left with 7-1 to build with. Which, do we want to do that? This is going to be a very top heavy field. I personally like the pivot down to Rory McIlroy at $11,400. Now, is Rory in the best of form? No. Is he admitting to being not all the way there? Yes. But he's also Rory McIlroy and is a golfer who could turn it on in any second. A golf course where if you're driving it straight and long, like by Rory standards, he's going to have a ton of shorter irons in. And the approach play has been rough, but it's Rory McIlroy. When we're counting him out, he could easily figure it out. Unlike Scotty Scheffler, Rory's obviously a more volatile golfer. Like, he has that low end finish where Scotty doesn't. But also he has the same ceiling when he's clicking. So I think Rory is going to be so overlooked because people are going to obviously go to Scotty. Then Tommy, Sam Burns has the greatest form right now. Tommy played nice last week. I don't think anyone's going to be clicking Rory. And we're getting a discounted Rory in terms of price and in terms of ownership. I'm all the way in. So he's my guy in this double-digit $10,000 range. 9K range, we have Xander down to Hideki Matsuyama. I'm absolutely loving Matt Fitzpatrick at this 9K range, $9,300. I think his price is way too cheap. Truly. Like, he's coming off some nice finishes across the pond, played fine last week, just didn't have the best approach week, but it wasn't bad by any means. And he's had such a great season this year. I think Matt Fitzpatrick is going underpriced this week and kind of overlooked. I'm not hearing enough Matt Fitzpatrick buzz this week. I do like him a lot. Ludwig Aberg as well, going overlooked because he's just been kind of hovering. Ended up finishing T7 very, very, very quietly last week. It's back-to-back top 10 finishes, back-to-back weeks in which he gained strokes in every category. And Ludwig has not lost strokes on approach since the Valero Texas Open. And before that, the Farmers Insurance Open. He's gained strokes on approach in all but 2 starts this year. That is really, really impressive stuff from Ludwig, and we know what his ceiling could be. I like him at 9.7. I think he's going overlooked. So Ludwig Aberg and Matt Fitzpatrick are my guys in that 9K range. Before we pick one of them, let's go to the 8K range and see who we're going with the second guy in our lineup. Chris Gotterup down to Maverick McNeely. I really am liking the middle of this 8K range. Justin Thomas, Russell Henley, Colin Morikawa, Patrick Cantlay, all golfers who tend to gain strokes in terms of accuracy more times than not, and can really spike with their middle irons and long irons. Colin Morikawa is coming in with some really nice approach form. No surprise there. Even though he finished T52 at the FedEx St. Jude, he hit the ball well, and he just putt poorly. He almost lost 4 strokes on those greens, driving it fine. Irons are there. It gained over 4 strokes on approach last week. I think Colin Morikawa is in great shape this week. And same type of style for Russell Henley, driving accuracy plus approach. Russell Henley had a bad approach week, and that was one of his worst approach weeks for years. Literally, it was his worst approach week since the 2024 Century Tournament of Champions, if that tells you anything. So Russell Henley, Colin Morikawa, Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay, middle of this 8K range. I think they give you a really nice ceiling, and they're kind of the style of golfers that I'm going for. So I will put in Colin Morikawa, see what that leaves us. Rory Collins, 7.5, 7.5. I love that. 7K range. We'll start at 7.9. Kurt Kitayama down to 7K flat. Sungjae Im. It's crazy that Sungjae just finds a way, to make it to almost Eastlake every single year. And I don't know. I thought he was out. And Sungjae just finds a way. But towards the middle, loving Ricky Fowler. Ricky Fowler, $7,400 is kind of finding something right now, guys. He kind of is finding something right now. His last 4 starts, T15, T18, T8, and then a T34. All of those starts were positive ball striking, and positive putting too. The only thing that's really giving him trouble is around the green play. And this isn't a golf course where it's screaming you need to be an elite around the greener this week. Obviously, if you're losing around the green every single week, that kills your upside to win. But Ricky Fowler, $7,400, hitting it well, putting it well. I mean, sign me up. Sign me up. Towards the top of this 7K range, JJ Spawn is one of those guys who is accurate and nice with the middle irons, nice with the long irons. Similar to Russell Henley, Colin Morikawa had a tough approach week at the FedEx St. Jude, but that was his worst approach week since the Genesis. And every time he has a bad approach week, he's bounced back. The last time JJ Spawn has had back-to-back L's on approach, back-to-back bad approach weeks, was 2024, March 2024, the Players and Valspar. So when JJ Spawn does lose on approach, he tends to find it quickly. So JJ Spawn, 7K range, loving that so far. Got 4 guys, Rory, Colin, Ricky Fowler, and JJ Spawn. Still leaves us 7.5 to build with. We could find someone in the 6K range and someone in the 8K range. 6,900, Alex Noren, down to 6K flat, Matt McCarty, Sepp Straka, Eric Cole. I really do kind of like the bottom of this 6K range, specifically Aaron Rai. Aaron Rai, 6,400, not in the best of form, at all. But when you think what Aaron Rai does is he hits fairways and he's really good with those middle irons and long irons. I mean, it's been a T63, a T29, and a missed cut in his last 3 starts. But the thing that he's doing well, he has not lost strokes in terms of accuracy to the field since the Valspar. He's gained strokes on approach in his last 2 starts. Aaron Rai's not far off at all. Not far off at all. So he's definitely my favorite play in this 6K range. Towards the top of the 6K range, I wouldn't mind going to Jacob Bridgman. Jacob Bridgman has been finding things the latter half of the summer and is kind of getting back to that early season stat line where he's gaining strokes on approach every single week. The putter's heating up. So Jacob Bridgman, I liked towards the bottom or towards the top of the 6K range, but that means we have 1 golfer to choose. Rory McIlroy, Colin Morikawa, Ricky Fowler, JJ Spawn, Aaron Rai leaves us with 8-6. I was skipping that 8K range, but if we're talking about the guys we like, let's go with Russell Henley. Russell Henley is definitely a golfer that touches all the bases for me and a guy that we touched on. So Rory, Russ, Colin, then we got Ricky, JJ, and Aaron Rai. That is the lineup of the week. That is what we were thinking for Bellerive BMW Championship. Any questions, you guys know where to find me. And betting show tonight with Dom around maybe 9 p.m. Eastern time. So catch you guys then. Peace out.